everybody, welcome to a trader's journey. Let's go through the coming week's watch list. Let's pick a watch list for me, and hopefully you guys have the same ideas as me. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Look at the markets. It's been a very tough market to trade. The conditions have been very terrible to trade, but hopefully we can start seeing some movement on the markets and some clear direction and trends that we can possibly take advantage of. But let's see, we react to the market, we don't predict the market. So anyway, jumping into the DXY. So the DXY at the moment, obviously we thought it was turning bearish when we broke above this zone. This is zone that's been holding price since 2025. So we thought we were breaking above. We had a slight retest here, had a push and failed to break the high, and then we had some bad news data coming from the US, so that's why you saw this run, and then we've been stuck here for quite a few for about a week and a bit. So at the moment what I'm looking at is we broke below the structure, we broke below this level, broke structure, and obviously you saw this run, and now we're correcting again. So what I'm expecting for the market to do is I'm expecting let me just delete this trend line. At the moment I'm expecting a sort of this is our correction, right? I'm expecting price to drop out of this corrected price, possibly coming to the 97s, and let's see if we can hit 95 until we get some positive data coming from the US, from the Fed. September we might get some rate cuts, but for now we're looking at a break of this low and then a continued run to possibly come to 97.6. So that's a DXY. It's looking bearish at the moment. So going into our dollar pairs, we are looking a little bit bullish. Obviously we're looking to buy the market, we're not looking to sell because the DXY is looking bearish. So coming into the Kiwi dollar, so obviously it's a lot clearer than the others. We had a run, a corrected structure, dropped below and then hit the value area here. You see this is a sell to buy zone. Somewhere you call it a demand zone, I call it a value area. Obviously we see our break of structure here, corrected for a couple of for about a week or so. We dropped below, hit the value area, and now we saw this run on Friday, right? So what do we expect from Kiwi dollar? I'm expecting obviously a continued run to break outside of this corrective zone, right? I'm looking to take advantage of a push and then a bit of a correction, and then another run, because of the DXY is looking bearish. So I'm just looking for a push here. This is our first push and a correction, and then a continued run. So if I go down to 4 hour to show you what I'm talking about, this is a clean obviously a clean setup, right? If we had your push, you had a correction here, and a lot of people started buying from this zone, cleaned out all the stops, hit the value area. This is a sell to buy zone, hit the value area, and then we continue to run, right? So what I'm looking for me to be able to trade this, I need price to trade to move away from this corrective zone, and then hit break away from this corrective zone, and then obviously retest this high, and then let's see if we can get a continued run, possibly targeting these highs. Because if you look up here, there's not a lot of obstacles that can stop price from that's gonna stop price here. It's going to be a clean run to this high. So that's what we're looking at, looking to buy at this area. If we get a break and retest, and possibly target this for the next coming weeks. So that's Kiwi dollar. That's what is on the Kiwi dollar. I'm gonna mark that because it's very close to this high, it can easily break overnight and retest, and then we can have a trade maybe Monday or Tuesday. But let's see. So I'll put it under my watch list because of it's a cleaner setup. Going to the pound daily. The pound I don't really love because of it's already at a very at the value area, right? The only way I'm gonna be interested in trading the pound is if we break above the zone, and then maybe continue to push. Because if you zoom out of the pound, let me just put a full screen on it, you can clearly see it's not as direct as Kiwi dollar. The Kiwi dollar, you can clearly see trends. This is a very much it's been correcting for quite some time. It's not as clean as Kiwi dollar. Kiwi dollar, you can see clear trends, but this one, if I go to Kiwi dollar, you can clearly see when it has like these high, obviously high highs, high lows, break structure. You can clearly see the trend going down and even going up. You can clearly see the trends. Whereas when you look at pound dollar, it's in this corrective zone. It's not really trending as much as Kiwi dollar. So I needed to break above, let me just adjust this, above this structure, because this is my daily structure. This is the high, this is the low. We are still inside this trading inside this range. This is the outside of the range, inside the range, so we are still trading inside here, but we are at a premium. So I would love at least a break above this high, and then I can make a decision here. Otherwise price can easily hit this and drop back down again. So I'm not looking at pound dollar for now. It's not as clean. Even though I go the 4 hour, it's not as clean. It's a little bit risky because yes, you could find a trade here. Obviously there's the value area here. We dropped below, cleaned up all the stops that was lying here, and then we had a run. You can maybe trade it into the zone, but it's a lot riskier because we're at a premium. You can buy at this correction here and then target this here, but it's a lot riskier because of we are already at a premium zone. It's not as clean as Kiwi dollar. I'll monitor it, but I'm not it's not in my it's not in my list, but I'll keep monitoring it. So I'm not gonna put it in my watch list. I'll look at euro dollar as well. Also same thing. If I just draw this zone here, you guys will call it order block or a supply zone. I'm looking at it as a value area. So we tap into this value area, price can easily turn around from here. Kiwi dollar still has a bit to go, which I like, but I'm also looking at it breaking out of that correction. So this can easily, it's in the value area, it can easily just drop. But like I said, for me to sell this, it needs to break this low here, or this inflection point. Obviously this is a corrective structure. We had a run and then we've been correcting for quite 10 days I think, so it could easily just drop from here. So I'm monitoring it and see what happens on this value area, and if we see some DXY changing direction, and then I'll look bearish, but only at below the zone. So for now this is still very corrective, right? If you look at this run over here and this, you can clearly see different market conditions. This is more dangerous, this is more direct. So I'm looking at to see what's going to happen here. We're going to break above, or we're going to hit this value area and continue going down, because clearly we're still in our this is the external structure, this is internal structure, right? So we haven't broken this low yet or this high. So until that happens, I'm looking at this is still very bearish. This could easily break here, correct, and then continue to run. It all depends on what Asia does and what Monday does. So possibly tomorrow I won't trade. I'm just gonna wait for the market to set up. USDCAD, let me just delete this. It's also running a lot at the moment. We are expecting price, if the dollar continues to be weak, we are expecting to hit these lows. Obviously we've had there's a V shape. We've had a run V shape into the very area and broke the structure, created another correction, dropped again, another correction, dropped again. So I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback, and then we can see price continue, because this is a cleaner trend. You can see that this is much cleaner. It's more direct, it's cleaner. You can see the corrective structures, you can see the impulse moves, correction impulse. You can see this is much cleaner. But I am expecting a bit of a pullback into this value area, and hopefully we can continue this trend and I can look for opportunities at this value area. So for now, I think this might pull back this week. I'll put it in there as something to watch. What's next? Going to gold. Gold is the same. It's looking cleaner, like the Kiwi dollar. Let me just move this here. It's a very nice quote that I saw, so I just put it there. It's just a reminder. Gold is also the same. We've had a bit of a run last week. We had this big run. Now we are correcting. Hopefully we can see price continue to move upwards, but then obviously dependent on what happens with oil. Hopefully gold can continue to move, but at the moment it's still correcting at this area. We broke this structure, hit this order block or demand zone, and let's see what happens. Price is still stuck in this zone. It could easily just run, just like Kiwi dollar. It could easily just break above this corrective range, and the only time I'll buy gold is above here and into the zone here. So I'm looking at this. If we go to the 4 hour, we had a run, correction, came back into, this is a value area. Obviously supply demand, people will call it a demand zone. Inflection point here, right? And then we broke outside of this. So I was looking at a trade on Friday at this area. This is inflection point. We closed above. This is inflection point. It could be a bit of a quick in and out trade if the market comes back into the zone, and then see if we can trade this high or the high of this zone. It's quite an intriguing trade, because of, if I just draw this as a zone, this is the flip zone, right? We flipped this area. It was a previous low, and then we flipped it. So I'm looking for maybe price to retest the zone, and I can take a quick entry into this high, or at this level right here at 4516. So it is interesting at the moment. I will be looking at, because we've already hit this value area, right? And then the market showed its hand by pushing a little bit. When the volume came in, I'm looking for a retest here, and I can just trade the continuation. So let me just quickly show you what continuation I'm looking for. Because of, I wait for the first run, and then I'll trade something like this, correction, and then an impulse, possibly to this side or this level here. 5-1. There's a lot of volume sitting here. This is a value area that started this run, so there's a lot of volume sitting at this area. So corrective here, testing this, and let's see if we can get a run into this area. So I'll put it in my watch list, because it's looking closer to the to a trade. So I'll put it in my watch list. And I don't want to make this video long, so I just wanted to go through my day-to-day pairs. Let me just do quickly EuroCAD. EuroCAD is it's not looking great at the moment, but it is dropping a little bit. Only time I'm gonna trade this pair is if we break below this level, and then we can possibly see if we can get a run, but it's not my favorite at the moment. The yen pairs I don't love. What else? Pound Aussie also don't love. It's been stuck here for quite some time because the Aussie dollar is it's linked to the gold. If gold is pushing up, even if the Aussie dollar is weak, gold makes it stronger because of their biggest export of gold. So whenever gold gets stronger, the pair will also get stronger. So it creates these confusing markets. Let's see, Pound New Zealand. This one I missed. Right, I'll tell you why, but hopefully I can still catch it. Let me just make the chart cleaner. Obviously, if you know how I trade, I like these V shapes, right? Why these V shapes form? This price we build up, we drop, and then we come back to the value areas to fill the rest of the order, and then the next one will be much stronger. So that's what I look for in the market. So the reason why I say I missed this one is I missed the entry above here. You can see I missed the entry above here. So hopefully I can still catch a correction and then maybe target these lows. So let me just go through it with you guys. So this is the value area. We dropped down, we broke structure, and price immediately pulled back into the value area to fill the rest of the orders. And this is an inflection point. A lot of people saw value at this high, right? They put their stops there because they thought price is just going to retest and run, which it did when break structure, right? But if you're a swing trader, you're probably targeting these lows, but the market came in and filled in the rest of the orders. A lot of supply and demand traders will have orders at this zone here. I'll show you now on the lower time frame. Let me just delete the junk, all these lines, just to make it clean so that you guys see what I mean and why I'm also hoping to grab this trade. There we go. So I was looking to enter here, but I was conflicted with my bias. I was very conflicted because I thought it's getting bullish, it was getting stronger because the pound is a lot stronger than the Kiwi at the moment. So I thought it was pushing up. So usually I would have taken this entry here, but I missed it, right? So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a quick pullback in the form of a V shape, right? There's a lot of value areas here, and then a drop into this low, right? I am looking for that. If it's not a V shape, I'm looking for something in the form of a bull flag, and then we drop, right? That's what I'm looking for at the moment. So let's see what happens. I'm just gonna put it in my watch list. So I've got 4 pairs in my watch list. The others, I'm not gonna look at them now because this video is gonna be very long. So that's my watch list for the week. If I take any trades, I'll do a recap for you guys. I know it's been a while since I recorded a video, but I'm planning to be consistent from now on with my recording. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to maybe take it here and target these lows. Hopefully price can hit these lows and I can just have a nice trade, but it's looking nice. Obviously value area here. If you're a supply and demand trader, you probably put your entry here. That's why you see price dropping fast, because a lot of orders are here. So I'll call it a value area where orders as a build up. You can see this candle here, it's a build up of orders. It's a buy to sell zone. Some people call it order blocks, but you just know there's a lot of volume here and a lot of entries at this point. So and a lot of limit orders at this point. So that's why we hit this area and we saw an immediate drop. So I'm looking for a bit of a pullback. I'll even drop a fib if we are pulling back if into the 50%, and possibly maybe get a nicer, deeper pullback and then a nice run. So let's see. So that's my watch list for the week. I've got 4 pairs that I'm gonna concentrate on. The rest I'll analyze when the market's open. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Like and subscribe, please.